Now the pitch. Moving past the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
There he goes. They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hoover unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ezukama. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Defense in press coverage. Running back searching for a hole.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical. And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's going for it all. And he holds it inside the 30. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
And he takes it.
play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Something on the board here. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Bennett. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Alexander. Runs through a tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Ezukama. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Try to get it to the edge. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Dropping back, it's Hoover. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Direct snap. It's Ezukama. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU, number 80.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the inside. They make the stop, and a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
On first and 10 from the 38. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
On the run, it's Parker. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Utes have it with a first and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Dampier. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Here's an example of bend but don't break defense. And yeah, they've given up some yards on this drive, but after that big sack, they've now set up 3rd and long, and now they've got an opportunity to finally get off the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half.
Such a real thing in college football. And scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, this
struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's probably mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On the direct snap, it's Ezukama. Caught in the backfield, it's Hoover. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it 1st and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here to tie
decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it downfield. Snags it. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Across the 45. Oh, out of space. Inside. And he's slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Hughes.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs. Go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's loose on the right. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Extra point here will tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Dampier. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
From the gun, the ground game. They all got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the move. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. The option look. Now the pitch. There he goes.
The football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet.
Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give them a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Wide open downfield. Running on the Jets. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, it's Green. his way for more. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Under fire. And then get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Passes takes him still on his feet. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run.
Brings in field. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for him. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Soften him up with the run. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. On the move for 30. They'll run him out of bounds. That's the goal pickup
still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Might be calling a hot route. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that one down a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Offenses should focus on their guys, making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw him to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it out. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. On the option. He'll toss it. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
At the 25-yard line. Offense facing.
And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Utah! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22 again for the big return out of the end zone. It came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back, they're playing nickel, they're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Unleashes one deep. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10.
This is just unreal. I mean, just continues to stack up numbers now. Almost to 500 yards on the day. Most people can't.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.